Yes. So the second point here talks about the provides access to the government scheme and policy. So whatever schemes and policies are made by the government, it is actually it is actually accessed, or it is being put forward to the people by the political parties or the members of the political party. Let's suppose there is an MP in your particular constituency. He would be the responsible person to actually इनकलकेट ऑल दी पॉलिसीज़ एंड स्कीम एट योर प्लेस. आपके एरिया में अगर कोई भी नया स्कीम एंड पॉलिसीज़ आता है, तो वो आपके एमपी, आपके यहाँ पे पंचायत के जो भी हेड्स होंगे उनके ही थ्रू आएगा. ठीक है. सो दीज आर द पीपल, द पॉलिटिकल पार्टी पीपल आर द मेंबर पीपल हु आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल for to access the government schemes and policies. Second point. Third point here talks about put forward different policies and programs. We all know that the policies and programs are made by none other than the legislature, and the legislature is run by the political parties. Okay, the political parties who is in power. So in short, the policies and programs are made by political parties. So we'll be writing put forward different political policies and scheme. The next point talks about shape public opinion. That means here it talks about that whatever policies, whatever problems that is pertaining in the society, political party makes sure that if there is a important issue, or if there is a very serious issue that is pertaining in the society and the government is actually ignoring it, then the opposition political party or any political party will try to talk about it, try to revolt against it, try to actually put it as a movement and pressurize the government to take actions against it. Okay. Now the next point, parties from this would be party form and run government. So basically we all know that parties are the one who are responsible to form a government and to form the government and run the government. How would it form a government? We all know that to form a government, any party needs to have 50% plus 1 seats, and to run a government, a particular party needs to have different ministers along with prime minister. Fine. So this would be your point. The next point would be losing party plays an opposition. It's a very important point, that there is also an important role of the opposition, because the role of opposition here becomes important, because they actually are the one who actually criticizes the government who are in power. So it becomes a very important task and role as well. Fine. So we're done with what is the meaning of political party, components, and the functions of political parties. Now we'll talk about the necessity. Why is a political party important thing or necessity in today's contemporary situation? Fine. So let's suppose if there is a situation where there is no political party in India, or if in any scenario, then what will happen? So let's suppose if there is no political party. So first point would be that every candidate in the election will have to contest independently. Exactly. If there is no political party, so what will happen? Everybody has to contest independently. The accountability would be limited to the Constituent Assembly. That means if a particular party, let's suppose if a party is called BJP, and if it wins the elections, that will make sure that it will work for the whole of the country, because people are coming from different constituency here. But now what happens is, here if a particular person wins election from a particular constituency, because he is actually standing for in the election independently. So if he wins the election, so he'll always make sure that his constituency will get the privileges of the country. Now there would be a no uniform decision here, exactly, because previously BJP, let's suppose, is a party who is in power. How did he came into power? First, to come into power for a particular party, they have to have how many seats? 50% plus 1 number of seats. Fine. But if you contest independently, then what happens is everybody has to come together and get this 50% plus 1 quota or seat. And if that happens, then we will never come to a uniform decision, because everybody here is independent. And if this form of government is formed, then to make a decision, it's very much not possible, because here in a party everybody has to abide by what decision made. But here, because everybody is independent, then not everybody there would be a very much difficult situation to actually make rules and regulations here, or to come up with a consensus. Now, one would be responsible to look after the country. Yeah, exactly. No one would be able to look after the country, because everybody here would make sure that, like I said, their constituency and the people who actually has supported him or her, their constituency should only gain all the privileges. Okay. Now, we'll talk about representative form of democracy. How is it a very good idea having a representative form of democracy in today's world? So, different views of society can be represented through a single agency. That's very true. One single agency or one particular party can represent different views today. Second, a responsible government can be formed, because one particular party can form a responsible form of government. Third, large society need a large representation, and through political party, a lot of people can come up in the same political party.